So apparently the Costco drop for the Prismatic Evolutions bundle that we knew was coming, it was yesterday, and I didn't even know about it, and it seems like it was pretty bad with the drops. So I wanted to talk about, I guess, some of the people's experiences on this Reddit post and talk about some of the information I saw in here, which is interesting, and talk about how that could maybe affect the prices after this bundle has been released. And yeah, let's just talk about this. So you guys can let me know down in the comments below if you were able to get this drop. I wasn't aware of it. I thought possibly I may have been able to get this drop because people were speculating that it was going to be online only, probably just one per person or membership, and therefore it'd not be that hard to get. And people have said previously as well, Costco drops haven't been too hard to get compared to some other things. So I was like, you know what, maybe I'll get it. And I remember talking about this drop happening a week or two ago, and I sort of also talked about how the prices could change with this drop because apparently it was supposed to be a pretty big drop. So we're going to talk about some of those things with the I guess the size of the drop, because someone in the comments here of this post said something about the numbers. I don't know if it's accurate, but theoretically we're going to use that number and talk about prices and where the prices may go if that number is correct. So the title of this post is Costco Didn't Stand a Chance. So as you can see here, the bundle, it was 2 Prismatic ETBs, 2 booster bundles for $122. Now, if you just quickly look, here you can see obviously it's going to be a market price way more than this. Booster bundles are like $70 each, so these two are $140. Each of these is about $120. So $140 plus $120 is $360 plus another $120. That's $480. So yeah, I mean this is worth like 4 times the amount that you're buying at here. So obviously, if you were able to get one of these, you could theoretically, I guess, triple or quadruple your money. So, yeah, I mean, this was a very good deal if you were able to get it. So, you guys can tell me down below if you were able to get any of these, but seems like not, and something may have happened here of why the listing was also taken down. So, this person says the bundle has been removed from the website. It was previously showing out of stock, but that message has been removed. I couldn't add to the cart. The page didn't even load. Item quantity never populated. I was able to click add to the cart, but nothing was added. Costco's website didn't stand a chance against the traumatic delusions. Did any of y'all make it past checkout? So, I like I said, there is some interesting information in the comments here that I wanted to talk about. So we'll just read some of them and get to the one I really want to talk about. What are you even supposed to do at this point? Limit 1 with membership, but the site just breaks immediately as soon as you get on. Would be nice if they could limit to 1 per membership and prioritize people who are actually regular customers to avoid bot accounts. But apparently this person says that this was limit 1 with membership, and this person said that they should add that. So this person, I guess, saying that they didn't have that. It's kind of conflicting here. Every time I checked out, I got an error, not meant to be. Should stop trying. And here's, I think, what I wanted to get at that I saw in this post. So this person says, if it makes you feel any better, I knew about this days ago. Signed up for notifications, Discord notifications. They possibly paid. Signed into my Costco account. Payment method already saved and ready to go. Right when I got to the notification, I went in, kept clicking add to cart and refreshing after the error page came up. After 10 minutes, out of stock. Haven't seen a Prismatic product in the wild yet, unless you count LCS selling booster bundles for $50 plus. So this person, even with Discord notifications possibly paying for it, they weren't even able to get it. So I mean, me, with no guess paid notification thing, probably was having no chance anyways. But this is the main thing though I wanted to talk about here. So I've known for 2 weeks this was coming. Now the information I'm going to give here, don't know if it's 100% correct, but in this video we're going to pretend it is correct. There was 80,000 units that were confirmed for the drop. So like I said, I don't know how they got this number, but apparently there was 80,000. Possibly maybe something in the coding of the website. Maybe they checked, maybe they saw maybe 80,000 units were available. I don't really know how they got this number, but apparently 80,000 units were available. Now, that's a very large number. And also when you consider that there was 2 of each product. So there was 2 ETBs and there's also 2 booster bundles, meaning you have to double this number for each product. So that means there was 160,000 ETBs and 160,000 booster bundles from this drop, which is ginormous. That would definitely move the market a good amount, in my opinion. And I remember, I guess when I made the video a week or two ago, whenever I talked about this Costco drop that was going to happen, I think I said maybe these would go to like mid 90s or something like that. And based on the numbers, if it is true, 160,000 ETBs and 160,000 booster bundles, you know, that could drop it to that price point, even though we've really never seen sub 100 prismatic ETBs, at least for market price. 160,000, if the market right now isn't, as strong as it used to be with prismatic, with, I guess sales volume and prices of cards obviously have gone down a bit. 160,000 ETBs, if they were, if they all go, go on the market pretty quickly, I mean, that could definitely do something. So this is a pretty big number, and it sort of, if it all did, drop and, get sold, and everyone got them like around the same time and everyone listed, possibly maybe that would happen and maybe they'd go into the mid 90s. But I'll explain a little bit why maybe that won't happen, and it's pretty much on this next sentence here. So I do not think they all sold out. It requires a verified Costco membership and one per household, and this is the big thing I'm going to talk about next year with the prices. It's one per household, so not 5 people on one membership, only one person for the whole membership. So it's one per household. That's the big thing I'm going to discuss here, and why maybe my sort of, I guess, predictions of how the prices could drop after the drop may not actually be accurate, and maybe it won't be as big of a drop. I think their website is crashing out, so they are having to figure out how to do the real drop. And yeah, so basically, it's possible that this drop was maybe pulled early because the website was crashing. A lot of people are blaming bots. I mean, that's definitely possible if they don't have like the Pokemon Center system where there's a virtual queue and everyone can just go on there. Obviously, there's going to be people with bots, but the thing about bots too is like if you need a verified Costco membership, I don't know how that would work. You know what I'm saying? Like for regular websites where you don't really need an account or anything, or you don't need like a verified thing, like I don't see how bots would then work. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is a way that they can still do it, but I can't see how a person could have like hundreds of Costco memberships, because it is one per membership. And then speaking about the one per household thing, where are those bots going to ship their product? I mean, I don't know how many people you guys know, but I mean, that would be tons of addresses that you would have to send to, and then they would have to ship to you. Obviously, with the amount of money you could be making with this drop, it'd probably be worth it if you could ship to somebody, maybe even across the country, and then to ship it to you. It'd probably still be worth it. But to do that on a large scale for like someone that has bots, I feel like would be pretty difficult. And that sort of brings me to my next thing I want to talk about here, with potentially what might happen after maybe they do re-release this on their website, because possibly a lot of people are saying here, most likely they just, pull the listing early because it was crashing. Just looking at if this is really one per household, and maybe even more with this drop, maybe they're going to do it possibly in increments, or I don't really know, but it seems like this drop was pretty bad. So they're going to have to do something, right? I think prices may not drop as much as I thought, because if it really is one per household per address, like I said, scalpers or people with bots, I feel like that's going to be very hard to do, right? I mean, how many people do you know with addresses that you could theoretically send to and that they would be willing to? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like then it'd be much more difficult to do that. And with those sort of limitations in place, I feel like then it'd be much harder for people to get large amounts of these to sell. And if everybody just gets like one bundle of like 2 ETBs and 2 booster bundles, I highly doubt then the market would drop as much, because I feel like for the market to really drop a lot, you would have to have a large amount of people having large amounts of products to then dump on the market, because theoretically everybody just maybe even is able to get a couple of bundles, maybe sending to maybe their friend or something. And you would have to also have a separate membership, which also is like what I'm saying here. It's very, in my opinion, hard that this would be possible for one person to get a large amount of these bundles. One person is not going to just list their 2 ETBs for like well under market. If they only have 2 ETBs, right, they'll probably just sell at market. So therefore I feel like this could only really prolong the, I guess, time of possibly these ETBs, of how long it's going to take for them to keep going up. I think we may just see more stagnation. Maybe we'll see a slight price dip. Maybe we'll see them go closer to $100. But previously, when I said they may go to $90 or $95, whatever I said in that video, I don't really think that's going to happen because of the per household thing and the Costco membership. I think that's too many barriers in place for people to get large amounts of this product, and therefore I just don't see these dumping and getting I guess just dumped on and just prices crashing. I don't really see that happening. So my mind is a little bit, has a little bit changed since I guess the last video, knowing that this information exists. Even though there is a large amount of ETBs that are going to be from this drop, I think they're going to be so spread across just so many different households and people. I don't really think it's going to be as big of a drop as I thought. And with the booster bundles, I don't know what I said for these, but these right now are $70. The booster bundles, I mean, they may drop into the low 60s. I think that's maybe possible. I mean, these have dropped obviously from. I'm pretty sure did these. I don't. I think these got restocked and why we saw this drop. But yeah, that may happen. I think that's possible for the booster bundles to maybe go in the lower 60s. But the ETB, I feel like may not really see sub 100. So yeah, I just feel like just looking at this post and how things were, it just seems like these prices are probably not going to drop as much as I thought because of the information that I have shown you guys. So that is, I guess, the drop. I guess it's not really fully dropped though, because apparently a lot of people are saying it was just pulled early. So you may get another chance. That chance may be very slim. I don't know what they're going to do or try to do if they are going to put this back on their website. Don't really know, and it seems like this maybe is an exclusive like online only thing, so we'll see what they do, and if they get dropped again, I'll probably talk about it once that happens. But yeah, it seems like this drop was pretty much a failure, and seems like a lot of people didn't get anything. So let me know if you were the lucky ones. Maybe you got an order through. Don't really know how that you would do that, because it seems like literally even people with Discord notifications didn't get anything. So that's all I want to talk about here. Hope you guys enjoyed. And it looks like I'm not going to get one of these drops. So that's all I want to say. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.